Ubisoft found themselves on the hot seat when it came to some rather interesting remarks they made about the future of gaming. But let's break this all down. Up next. What's up, guys? This is KLO, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. Alright, so we covered this idea of an all-digital future in gaming plenty of times before. I think this idea on paper is pretty nice. You can download any and all of your games whenever and wherever you want. But I've always said this idea is kind of the textbook definition of a double-edged sword. And this idea centers around the idea of game ownership and what it really means to own a digital game. But today's report is coming from an interview that was conducted by GameIndustries.biz, where they interviewed Ubisoft's director of subscriptions, Philippe Tremble. The interview itself centered around Ubisoft's reworking of the Ubisoft Plus subscription service. And you'd think Ubisoft would want to continue to ride this high wave of momentum since the release of Prince of Persia, right? Well, you couldn't be any more wrong. So this is what Mr. Tremble had to say. One of the things we saw is that gamers are used to, a little bit like DVD, having and owning their games. That's the consumer shift that needs to happen. They got comfortable not owning their CD collection or DVD collection. That's a transformation that has been slower to happen in games. As gamers grow comfortable in that aspect, you don't lose your progress. If you resume your game at another time, your progress file is still there. That's not been deleted. You don't lose what you've built in the game or your engagement with the game. So it's about feeling comfortable with not owning your games. Alright, there's a lot to dissect here. Now, much like the other conversations we had, we should compare the gaming industry as a whole to other mediums of entertainment. So, let's take a look at the film industry. I think overall, the movie industry has done a way better job archiving older films. And that counts for the very niche ones as well. And in the gaming industry, I think it's safe to say that's not the case. It's pretty hard to find games you've played over the years, and that's no matter the console maker. And let's just say you want to go back and play a game like Sly Cooper. I know there's better examples, but that's the first one that came to mind. From my knowledge, that'll take you to the secondhand market, where they charge astronomical prices for games, especially sought-after ones. This is why there is so much backlash towards the topic of subscription services within gaming. It's because the gamers feel shortchanged when it comes to the price we pay and the content that's available to us. And that little bit, we don't own most of the games we pay for. And a service like Spotify offers such a wide array of music no matter the genre. Gaming, at least as of right now, doesn't have a service like that. So when each developer or console maker creates their own service, you're kind of at their mercy when it comes to pricing to play said games. And shifting to an all-digital future takes away something we've talked about before, that being consumer choice when purchasing games. There's also been this question around just how committed are companies like Ubisoft to sticking to their back catalog of games, for let's just say the next 20 years. Will I be able to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla in 2040 on whatever console I want? At this point right now, Philippe says they're sticking to it. And that brings up another big question. Should we trust them on this? Spoiler, my answer is no. But hey, with all that being said, I'm going to pass this question off to you guys. Number one, what do you think of Ubisoft's words here? And two, what are your thoughts on an all-digital future in gaming? Me personally, I just don't trust any and all of these subscription services, especially when it comes to keeping these games up. But that about does it here. I've been KLO. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.